her history on the franchise, Kenya has been at the receiving end of a lot of foul shit that other people weren't kicked off for. Kenya has every right to be a little paranoid about threats of violence when she was beat up on the show and no one really did nothing. And, you know, I know people are watching tonight and I'm just going to, that's what I think. Like, it's much like I feel like Mimi feels like. She's like, when am I going to win on this show? When am I going to get the edit? When am I going to get the protection? When is it going to be like protect Kenya? So she's had to deal with a lot of stuff that has come to land on her doorstep and deal with it and play good and still play along with everybody else. And she did. Now, you can make an argument and say she deserves some of that smoke for her mouth. But like I said earlier, it should never resort to violence. This is the Housewives. It's not real Love and Hip Hop. This is not Zeus. So you should be able to talk the biggest shit on the show and not get your ass beat on the show. And not have someone threaten you with a weapon. So I will say she's been on the receiving end and she's had to deal with a lot. Now, if you don't like her, you're going to say, well, the bitch deserved it because she runs her mouth. If you do have some kind of grace, or you can say, think of things like, and take your personal feelings out of it. You could say, you know what? I could see how she might snap eventually. Kenya has been dragged and embarrassed in a gown in a reunion in front of millions of people and had to keep quiet about it for a very long time. So with that being said, I could see why she would overreact to a talk of a gun, threats of a gun, all that kind of stuff. I can see how that would be. Doesn't make it right. 100% no. 100% no. I hate for her that as brilliant and smart, as calculating as she is, that she let a newbie get her jammed up where she lost her position and the newbie's still on the show. That's the tragic thing. And